7:36, same platform, same coffee in my hand, same cold bench under the station light. The door's open, I step inside, and there you are, 3 seats down by the window. Dark coat, canvas bag, headphones, you never seem to turn up too loud. I don't know where you get off, I don't know where you work, I don't even know your name, but every morning you're there. Sometimes you read, sometimes you sleep with your head against the glass. Sometimes you stare outside like the rest of us, trying to wake up before the city does. Once you dropped your glove, I almost said something. The man beside you picked it up first. You smiled, said thanks. That was the closest we ever came to knowing each other. Funny how someone can become part of your morning without ever becoming part of your life. I never knew your name, never heard your story, never asked where you were going, you were just there. Every morning at 7:36, and somehow that was enough for me to notice when you weren't. Tuesday morning, same platform, same train. I got on, looked toward the window, empty seat. I didn't think much of it. People miss trains, people get sick, people sleep late. I sat down, drank my coffee, went to work. Wednesday came, 7:36, your seat was empty again. This time, I noticed. Thursday, I looked for you before I even got on the train. I didn't mean to. My eyes just went to the place where you usually stood, near the second pillar, under the sign, nothing. A man with a bicycle, a woman holding flowers, 2 kids arguing about something, everybody except you. And for some reason the platform felt different. I had no right to miss you. We never spoken, but routine doesn't ask permission before it makes room for someone. I never knew your name, never heard your story, never asked where you were going, you were just there. Every morning at 7:36, and somehow that was enough for me to notice when you weren't. Friday morning, I wondered if you changed jobs, moved away, started driving, taking the earlier train. Maybe nothing happened, maybe your life simply changed. By 20 minutes I hoped it was something as ordinary as that. Then I laughed at myself standing there, worrying about someone who wouldn't know me. If we passed on another street, maybe you'd recognize my coat, maybe my coffee, maybe the seat I always take. Maybe I was part of your morning too. I'll never know. There are people we never meet who still become small pieces of our lives. The neighbor who leaves at 6, the cashier who works late, a man who walks his dog when we're making coffee. We don't know them, we don't call them, we don't ask where they've been when they're gone. But sometimes their absence is the first time we realize they were there. I never knew your name, I still noticed when you disappeared. The train kept moving, the doors still closed, the city still arrived exactly on time. Nothing changed that should have mattered, but every morning at 7:36 I looked at the empty seat by the window, just in case you came back. Monday morning, Same train, same coffee, same window. Someone else took your seat, and I finally understood how strange it is to miss someone you never knew. Across the hall was apartment 4B. For years that was all I knew. Your doormat, your name in small letters by the bell. Most mornings we left around the same time. You'd lock your door, I'd lock mine. One of us would hold the elevator, a small nod, morning, morning, that was it. Sometimes I'd hear your keys before I opened my own door. Sometimes you came home late, grocery bag in one hand, mail under your arm. Once the elevator broke and we walked 4 floors together. We didn't talk, just smiled when we reached our doors. You went left, I went right, good night, good night. Years can pass between two people standing only 10 feet apart. You learn the sound of their door without learning anything else. We never had a conversation, never shared a drink, never asked about each other's lives. But I knew when you were home, I knew when you weren't. And somehow the hallway feels different without you. Tuesday evening I came upstairs. There were boxes outside 4B, 6 or 7, maybe more. Kitchen, books, bedroom, written in black marker across the sides. Your door was open, I could hear packing tape pulling from a roll. For a second I thought about knocking, saying something, anything. How long have you lived here? Where are you going? Good luck, take care. But I didn't, I unlocked my own door and went inside. The next morning, the boxes were gone. So was the doormat, the little mark on the wall where your bicycle used to lean was still there. I pressed the elevator button and the back, your name wasn't beside the bell anymore. There was another one, someone I never seen. It happened that quickly. Years reduced to a different name on a small piece of plastic. I thought neighbors were just people living close enough to hear each other's lives. I didn't know you could miss someone without ever knowing them. We never had a conversation, never shared a drink, never asked about each other's lives. But I knew when you were home, I knew when you weren't. And somehow the hallway feels different without you. A week later someone moved in, young couple, 2 plants, too many boxes. They smiled at me near the elevator. I smiled back, welcome, thanks. The door closed behind them. Same number, same hallway, different sound. For a while I kept expecting to hear your keys, that familiar pause before the lock turned funny. The things your ears remember when nobody asked them to. I don't know where you went, maybe across town, maybe another city, maybe somewhere with a bigger kitchen and better light. I hope the elevator works, I hope someone holds it when you're running late. I hope there's a neighbor across the hall who gives you the same small nod every morning. Maybe that's enough. Maybe it always was. We never had a conversation. I couldn't tell you your middle name, your job, your birthday, any till you weren't tonight. I heard keys across the hall for half a second. I thought it was you. Then the new door opened. Someone said hello. I said hello back and went inside. Most nights I leave work late. Same road, same corner, same little store, still bright when everything else is closing. I never need much coffee, bread, something easy for tomorrow morning. And there you are, behind register 3. Same dark shirt, same tight smile. You look up, how's it going? I say, not bad, even when it wasn't. You never asked what I did all day. I never asked how long you've been standing there. You scanned whatever I brought, milk, pasta, frozen dinners, the occasional chocolate bar. On the nights that needed one, I'd tap my card. You'd hand me the receipt. Have a good night, you too. That was everything to people who knew nothing about each other, saying the same things for years. I never thought about those words, they were just part of the way I got home. How's it going? Have a good night. That was all we ever had. No stories, no names, no reason to remember. But somehow those 2 small sentences became part of my evenings. I didn't know I'd miss hearing them until I did. Then one Thursday, I walked in a little after 9, grabbed my coffee, a loaf of bread, something for breakfast. I turned toward register 3. Someone else was standing there, new face, new voice, same uniform. I looked around like maybe you were stocking shelves, maybe taking a break, maybe working another register. You weren't a new cashier, scanned my things, didn't look up. The machine beeped once, twice, 3 times I paid. He pushed the receipt across the counter, that was it. I picked up the bag, walked toward the automatic doors, then stopped not long, just enough to notice something was missing. Nobody had asked how it was going. Nobody had told me to have a good night. And suddenly the store felt like just a store. Funny how a stranger can become a familiar place. Funny how you don't know a routine matters until one piece of it disappears. How's it going? Have a good night. That was all we ever had. No stories, no names, no reason to remember. But somehow those 2 small sentences became part of my evenings. I didn't know I'd miss hearing them until I did. I came back the next week, Tuesday, then Friday. Register 3 stayed different. I wondered where you went, different shift, different store. Maybe you finally got tired of working nights. Maybe you moved, maybe you found something better. I hope you did, it felt strange, hoping something good for someone whose last name I never knew. There are people who never come into our homes, never sit at our tables, never call on our birthdays, but they know which coffee we always buy. They recognize our code. They notice when we come in late, and for 10 seconds at the end of a long day, they make the world feel a little less anonymous. Maybe that's not friendship. Maybe it doesn't need a name. Maybe being remembered for a moment is sometimes enough. how's it going? Have a good night. We only ever said two things. I didn't know your story, you didn't know mine. But night after night, for all those years, you were there at the end of my day. And I didn't know I'd miss hearing you until someone else was standing in your place. Last night, I stopped again, coffee, bread, nothing special. The new cashier looked up for the first time. He smiled, how's it going? I almost laughed, not bad. He'd handed me the receipt. Have a good night, you too. I walked outside and somehow the night felt familiar.